Hi, my name's Alex from Buttons in the Bed. This is just a quick video to show you how I take apart cutting dies. We use two different sorts of cutters. The normal wire cutter ones with the black handles here. This type is the type you see more often in other videos about taking apart cutting dies. And the other ones you see here with the blue handle. These are end cutting pliers with a head that's about 1 centimetre wide. We use the blue handled ones here probably 95% of the time, and they're adequate for most jobs. But to be honest, for the type of die I'm never to show you to take apart, you could probably just use a small pair of pliers, as there's not going to be any cutting done whatsoever. To start with, we've got this really simple die to take apart, although we didn't choose this die because it was easy, but because we need new pictures for our listings. But the basic premise of this will work on most dies. First of all, you just twist the dies apart. Once you've taken all the dies apart, get hold of your tool of choice. In this case, we're using our end nippers. And we simply hold the connector with the nippers and wriggle it off. No cutting at all required. As mentioned previously, this is an easy set to do, and it really took no time at all to do this. You can actually wriggle the nippers, or you can actually wriggle the die itself to take them apart. Whatever works easier for you. That will vary on the situation. Of course, not all die sets are quite this easy, and I have got a harder set coming up shortly. A set that flummoxed me when I was filming this, as I hadn't undone a 3-point connected die for a long time. We don't tend to stock them anymore, as they're that little bit more of a pain to disconnect, especially on the big nests. I started by actually snipping one of the connectors. If ever doing this, I highly recommend you wear safety glasses doing that, because they can ping off at about 1,000 miles an hour. Because I snipped it off, that left a remaining piece of connector on the die, which I then had to snip off. This is where I work out how to take the dies apart without having to cut anything. It was as simple as just give it a little bit of a wriggle. As long as you're not too gung-ho, you won't permanently damage any of the dies doing this. You can be reasonably firm. So much easier, and it doesn't leave anything on the dies that needs to be nipped off. This method of twisting the dies apart and then wriggling off the connectors works with the majority of the dies we sell, but some can be a little bit more fiddly, especially as you get towards the centre of the larger nests. On some of them you may need to use your nippers or another tool to get leverage to twist them apart. So in short, the twisting and wriggling method of taking die sets apart should be your go-to. You're far less likely to leave any sharp edges, and it's easier and quicker than actually snipping off the die connectors. Now we realise that some people, for various reasons, can't separate dies from each other. If you're one of those people, we will disconnect the dies for you at no extra cost. Just send us a message when you check out. Although please be aware it may delay postage of your order by 1 working day. If you're interested in any of the 2 die sets featured in this video, I will leave the eBay and Amazon links below. On screen now is a QR code that will take you to our eBay shop. We have over 800 listings of mostly dies and embossing folders. Feel free to scan the QR code and come and have a look. I hope this video has been of some help to somebody out there. If so, give it a like and feel free to subscribe. I've been Alex from Buttons in the Bed. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.